Hey y'all, so I decided I'm gonna do some videos with voiceover and some without. Two for the price of one since we're over here trying to get monetized. I don't know anyone else who breastfed, so I was like in the dark. My mama couldn't help me. So I just kind of got to figure it out with a lactation consultant, some nurses, and honestly, everything went pretty swimmingly. I say if you can breastfeeding, because breastfeeding is the best option as it makes exactly what your child needs. I would also say you can't. Is the baby alive or no? I don't know about y'all, but sometimes my standard is live baby. Oh, the baby's alive? Good job. We win today. Because what I'm not going to be is stressed. For me, breastfeeding hurt so bad for the first 2 weeks, I was like shaking my leg. It felt like somebody was trying to kill me. Apparently, it's not painful for everybody, so if you're one of the people who it's not painful for, you're God's favorite and I hate you. I was in pain, honey. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I could do this. I don't know if I could do this. And then I wasn't sure if the milk was coming in. Looking back at my titties, baby, the milk was there. The milk, it was there. Did your baby take bottles? Because mine actually did not. But I kept trying until he was like 3 months old. I was like, I'm going to have a bottle just in case we go out and it's past, like, that hour and a half, 2 hour mark. He just never got on board. He was like, nope, I have two nipples. I don't need any more. Whatever, we got through it. I stopped breastfeeding when he was 2. I don't know how I made it 2 years when I wanted to quit at 2 weeks. But God and sheer determination. Maybe it's also a little the fact that you forget the pain of parenthood as you're going through it. I would just forget about how hard the last stage was while I'm in the current hard stage. Now I look back like, oh my gosh, we really did that. We did that. Because I don't know who's waking up at 2 in the morning and working on their business nowadays. Because it's not me. Speaking of nowadays, I always want to say, oh my gosh, I need to get back to doing that and doing things the way I used to do it. It was so much better. Girl, wait, no. I gotta remind myself that I'm in a new season. And with having a young child, that new season looks like it's every other day, but nonetheless, in a new season. In this season, I'm not waking up at 2 o'clock in the morning. I might be going to bed at 2 in the morning sometimes, but I'm not waking up at no 2 in the morning. In this season, I don't need to push to prioritize what I need to do. I can just get up and do it. The push then was that I had a baby to get up and feed every couple hours. And only I could feed the baby because I exclusively breastfed, as mentioned before. Some people wear that as a badge of honor, and sure, you win because you don't gotta clean bottles. Maybe. But you're also quite literally a human pacifier, a human soother. Everything that goes in that baby's mouth is your nipple. It's not just the feeding. Now that I've passed this stage by some years, I understand just how touched out you can get, just how overwhelmed you can get because you're feeding your child. Even when I wasn't just fully breastfeeding, so like after one, when they're doing the combo situation. In our case, I think we started at like 4 or 5 months, something like that. Y'all know us millennial parents be trying things. So I did baby led weaning with him, which was cool, but also I could have saved the money. I would say the biggest benefit to baby led weaning is the fact that he does know what he wants. He's not a picky eater, but he knows what he wants. He'll tell you now, I don't like tomatoes, I don't like eggs. And I say back, thanks for sharing. I know that's for me. That's not even yours. Life at this point was a business and cooking, business and meals, business and feeding, baby, business, baby, business. Constantly working on my goals, constantly trying to remember why I decided to do what I wanted to do. And mind you, while this was going on, I had no idea what it was going to be. I still can't conceptualize what all of this will be at the end, but I know that God has already blessed it. So I'm sharing with y'all, and hopefully, y'all like what y'all hear. Hopefully, you can relate, feel inspired. I done wrote a whole book to the effect of what it's like to be a mom and an entrepreneur, to be a woman that's following your goals while raising these babies. And if you don't already know, it's a lot. It's heavy. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. And baby girl, you decide to put two on. Oftentimes I don't know what's next, but I have this faith that it all works out, that no matter what, it all works out. So now my new goal is just to share the process with you guys. Like I've been doing it throughout the years, but now I want to share the process consistently. And thankfully, like I said before, I got 40,000 videos in my phone. I'm so happy that I picked up the camera during the process. I have deleted some of the videos, and that's sad, like a shopping at Trader Joe's and such. But it's whatever. We gonna work with what we got. If I could title the last couple years, that's what it's been, working with what you got. And honestly, we all have something that somebody would die for. So personally, I can't sit up here and complain that life ain't going exactly the way I want it to go. That this car you see me sitting in got totaled. I had it for like a decade, and better is to come. Not immediately though, because after this I got a 2006 Kia, but now I don't got nothing. What a word curse. Right now, I don't have a vehicle, but I'm getting ahead of myself. I just want to see what happens if I commit for 30 days. What happens if I show up as if everything already works out? Because what if it works out? I already spent enough time worrying about if it don't. But what if it does? And it will. Like, I'm not scared. Throughout this time, I've learned that I don't need to know what the next day brings. I just know that it's going to bring me blessings because it's me. Not only am I deserving of all good things, God works it out for me each and every time. Today, in 2025, today I sat down and wrote some things that I want, and I'm reminding myself to think big. I want that house, I want those acres, I want that business to blow up, I want the private schools, I want the vacations, I want luxury. And I don't want the kind of luxury you're thinking. I want the kind of luxury that should be afforded by Americans but isn't. The ability to stay home with my kid, to give him access to a safe schooling environment. You know, the kind of stuff you really don't find in the US. Maybe you'll find half of it. Just a couple months back, they had a school, pew pew warning in the town I live in and all surrounding areas. I don't know about y'all, but I don't want to send my kid into the line of fire. I don't know. It kind of feels like sending my kid into a war zone. And maybe I'm extra because I'm a first time parent, but I kind of know what it feels like to sit in the school, in college, in high school, in middle school, to have the drills, to have the worries, to have so many white emo friends. Because if you're taking us down, you're going to forget about me. You're going to remember that I was kind to you, and you're going to forget about me. It's already hard enough to focus on math. Now I got to plan exit routes. You talking about the Pythagorean theorem? Man, I'm trying to figure out if I could jump from the fourth floor. Please be for real. And these are things I thought about being in school a year ago. So right now, I got money on my mind because the lifestyle I desire to live is going to take some more of that. Speaking of money, if you don't already know, OK Omi is where you can get a copy of My Mommy is an Entrepreneur. I wrote this book when life was cake, and then God showed me, you are actually going to live out what you wrote. It's a story about a mom building a business, all the things that she has to carry. Her affirmations to build you up and prayers to help you hold on. I thought I was already living it, but I wasn't. Now I think I'm living it again, and I'm pretty close to the person that I was writing about. Or writing to. Someone that wants more than anything for her dreams to become a reality. Someone that wants the best of both worlds, business and motherhood. She shows up, she shows out, she is her. But at times she needs to pick me up, and she's so strong that people don't necessarily see when she needs this. Well, this book sees it, and it can help. What I think is pretty cool about my book is that it's not just for the parent, not for the mompreneur alone. It's also for the child. It is a children's book. So it's a book that you read with your child, and you actually get something from it too. Not just red fish, blue fish. It's a book that helps you recharge. While most of that was a clear promo, I do truly believe that most mompreneurs can benefit from this book. Not just because I created it. Of course, I make time to read my child books, but before this book, there hasn't been one that we both really resonated with. Maybe it's a little selfish of me, but so what? I like to read, I like to be entertained, I like to be uplifted, and of course, it's important for me to do all these things for my child, so why not kill two birds with one stone? Put it this way, you're David, the rock is the book, and Goliath are the problems you face on a daily basis as a mompreneur. I know from experience are a lot. There's so much work to be done that sometimes I don't even know where to start. I have so many ideas, so many things I want to do, and I'm just like, you know what? Let me just focus on one thing. Right now, I'm focusing on YouTube. I'm just going to get out all the old content. I don't know about y'all, but I feel like I've been sitting on the things and gifts that God has given me for so long. So getting this stuff out, getting all these videos out to you guys is kind of cathartic. If I would have built this channel up the way I wanted to a couple years ago, y'all be talking about me like y'all talk about some of these creators. God knows when you're ready, and He's not going to give it to you not a second sooner. So while you're waiting on that thing to happen, remember that it's consistently happening. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there. No doesn't always mean no. Sometimes it just means not right now. Not right now while you got that hate in your heart. Not right now you got a couple more tests to pass. All we hear is the first two letters. When God never said that. I'm really into self-reflection. So when life doesn't go my way, I kind of look inside and see what parts of me are not how they should be. Maybe I want this new job, but do I have the routine of somebody that has that new job and balances that life and lives like that? I want this big blessing, but I'm not taking care of what I call my quote-unquote small blessings, knowing good and well I was praying for them a couple years ago. You got the nerve to want more, and you're not even grateful for what you have now. The only way you show you're grateful is by words. Yet you're not taking care of what God's already given you. I'm just saying, it's always not right now. With that belief system, I'm always working towards a better version of myself. Because something in me currently can't get what I want right now.